Hello everybody and welcome. Today is 7 o'clock in the UK in the evening, and it's February the 14th, which is Valentine's Day. So tonight we're going to be having a Valentine's Day quiz. For the first 15 minutes I'm just chatting to everybody, so if you are live please feel free to say hello. If you're not live and just want to get to the quiz, you can scroll forward 15 minutes. So hello, who have we got on board? So we have got, hello Susan, hello Robin, hello Michael, and hello Margaret. I hope everybody is having a wonderful Valentine's Day. Hello David, hello Wendy, and hello Daisy. Hello Catherine, thank you for the hugs. Much needed. Hello Rosie. Oh, I think I was doing an impersonation of a sheep there. Hello Anne, hello Fran. I'm only doing rhyming names now. Anne and Fran and Jan. Claire. I can't make that rhyme, but hello Claire. Hello Trista. Hello Kathy. It has actually been a fairly lovely sunny day today, if a trifle cold. I think it's getting to -1, which I know you North Americans will go, that's not cold, Leonie, that's positively tropical, but it feels a little bit cold if I'm honest with you. But it's beautiful sunshine, so that's all good. I love a bit of sun. And I went down to the cattery today to take a video of two little gorgeous kittens that you may have seen a photo. Hello Sarah, hello Janie, lovely to see you with your vegan burger. You may have seen a photo I shared with me and the little Ginge, and so I did say to Katie I've got to take a video. Hello Leslie, and I don't think they're going to be with us for that long. I think they'll get snapped up. He nearly went in my handbag, but unfortunately he comes with a she who's a calico, and to be honest, as you know, I already have my hands full. So as much as I love them, I cannot take any more babies. So, and also the long-haired Ginger today, I did a viewing, and someone has reserved her. So that's wonderful news. Vegan pizza, very nice. Like a bit of pizza, I do. I've got a little bit of, so for Christmas, oh, David says we've had our glass of pink fizzy. Well, I'll be honest, it's a bit of a tradition for Christmas. I thought to myself, I opened up the oldie version of Bailey's, which somebody gave me for Christmas. It's called Ballycastle, or Ballycastle. And it's rather nice. It's a little bit, my friend had gifted it to me, she said it's a little bit runnier. And I think that's a very good description of it, but it kind of tastes the same, but Bailey's can be a bit thick. But, I mean, I'll be honest, I wouldn't turn either down. So there you are. Claire recently adopted a tortie, but she needed an exorcist. That's just typical tortie. I wouldn't even worry about it. I have never met any indifferent torties. I've met some that are the most soppiest, loveliest cats, and I've met some that are absolute well, let's just say, yeah, you wouldn't want to walk down a dark alley with one of them. But they're wonderful. You just need to, I mean, my Odessa has her moments where she can be a little bit savage, but you know, she's a calico, she's a rescue. Amarula, I can't say anything, I can't drink anything I can't say. I don't really drink, to be fair, so this was a gift, so I thought to myself, I opened it last night. It's been a long day, a long trying day. I thought, why not have a little tipple? I'd taken it down to my sister's. Hello, Ronnie. I'd taken it down to my sister's twice, once at Christmas, once for my niece's birthday. Well, I'd taken it down for Christmas because it was packaged, and I thought, oh, we'll open it. And we never did. So I'm going down to see her soon for her birthday. I don't know if there'll be any left. If there is, she might have some. Or she might not. I might just sit there and drink the rest of the bottle myself. Elephants get drunk on rotten amarula fruit. It's a bit like Bit like I'm waiting for a punchline there, Leslie. Ta-ching! It's fruit-based, almost healthy. Yeah, but which is the fruit? Is it which fruit? Well, I'm thinking of amaretto. I think I was thinking of amaretto when you said amarula. Amarula? Ugh. I'm not really a fruity well, everybody's going to go home now. Go home, you are home. Everybody's going to start Googling what amarula is, how much it costs, their delivery fees, etc. And for those of you that don't, that are completely teetotal, I think I'm going to stop now drinking. Linda, hello. David Attenborough said so. Well, there you are. I've no idea what he said. Is this the way to Amarillo? Almonds. Well, that's not fruity. Almonds are nutty. Oh, yes, no, I know. Oh, it's gone. Oh, I see. Amarula is actually a fruit. So it's not a drink which has, say, a peach in it. Not that you'd put peach in a drink. Thank God, that'd get your hair in your teeth. She's about somewhere. I still have her little kitten toy. It's a little mouse. Not a real one, obviously, that smell a bit. From when she was a baby. It came from the cattery, and I got it out today because just a thought as I've been playing with kittens, and she was jumping on it, and I was like, I wonder if she would have been such an excellent mouser if she wasn't trained with this little mouse, or whether or not having the little mouse toy, which to be fair never moved, gave her excellent hunting skills. And what she does is she kind of just launches proper through the air, lands on them, and I think that may be how she dispatches le mice, le mickeys. So, but you know, she, I'm not going to say, but well, I've just have, but she hasn't brought one in for about a fortnight. I don't need a Valentine Day gift of a mouse, thank you very much. I'll accept flowers, chocolates. Trying to think of anything else romantic. Not very good, am I? What else would be romantic? Flowers. Has anybody had lots of Valentine? Is it, who's on there who's been sport rotten by their other half? Is there anybody? Oh, I thank you. Thank you, Leslie. Bit of an old one actually, but I bring it out every now and then, especially while it's still rather cold. I didn't get any Valentine's cards, gifts, messages, nothing. No declarations of love. I did get a charity bag this morning, but I'm not sure that probably could be classed as, you know, Valentine's Day. Oh, do you know what? So no other half here. Sorry, it's still dark behind it. Claire got a free car wash. I mean, jewellery. Yeah, that's romantic. I didn't get any of that either. I just remembered I did get something free. So I'm with Eon, and they sent a message saying if I downloaded the app 2 days ago, they sent me a message, well, an email, saying if I downloaded the app, they'd give me £5 credit. I was like, well, all right, then I'll download the app and I'll get £5 credit for Valentine's Day, for all the energy I use on Valentine's Day. And I thought to myself, good Lord, that would be a lot of energy. Thankfully, I don't spend quite that much per day. My husband woke me up wishing me a happy Valentine's Day. That's marvellous, as long as it wasn't too early. Nothing here after nearly 50 years of marriage. Well, I mean, quite frankly, it's outrageous. I think maybe just happy Valentine's Day. I'm so glad I met you. You have transformed my life. That would be acceptable. You don't need a card and other stuff. But also, hello, Ashrith. I also think that actually it shouldn't be confined to a day. If you're in a loving relationship, you should make the other person know that they mean everything to you all the time. I mean, I'll be honest, Sarah bought herself some chocolate. I did buy myself some chocolate cookies. and then I ate 3 of them, and I felt a bit, I shouldn't have eaten so many. They were tasty, but I think 2 would have been sufficient. I just never know when to stop. Hello, Rosemary. Good to see you. So, got a hopefully exciting weekend coming up of... hello, Dawna. Lovely to see you. Not seen you for a while either. There is such a thing as too many cookies, Rosie, when you actually feel a bit... yes, what am I doing tomorrow? Housework and personal admin. So exciting. And maybe a little bit of loafing. Trista's husband is watching with her, but refuses to get into the chat. Trista's husband, hello! Hello, Trista's husband. Janie bought herself some vegan chocolate. Oh, you said Schlur. I thought you said shoes. I was going to say that's a strange combination of vegan chocolate and shoes. Although I do like a nice pair of shoes. Schlur. Schlur. I just think that's, yes. I do. Does everybody know what Schlur is? Is it the oh, for goodness sake. Is it the concentrated version that you have of the Schlur, or the bottle that you drink straight out? Good, Dawna. I'm very pleased. I'm very excited about this quiz, actually, especially the first round. I mean, there's 4 rounds, obviously, they're all wonderful, but the first round does make me chuckle. A grape juice, yes, but I've had a fizzy Schlur. You can get it green, you can get it red. Schlur. Anyway. I thought it was a typo. No, it's not it's, I mean, whether I'm pronouncing it right, who knows? It's the white grape one, see? Does sound like you've had a few, though. No, Emma Braceby, although you are on the naughty step, not for being late. Ah, Sue, you managed to make it. You're not on the naughty step for being late. You're on the naughty step because I think I spoke to you at the tour last week and I think you'd already gone. There was something I remember saying, oh, Emma, blah, 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 and then you didn't reply. So I thought, well, she's either fallen asleep, left, knocked herself unconscious. I'm not sure if there's any more exciting. Been eaten by the dog. I did actually, just sorry for the brain flip, but I did actually read an article on the BBC today, so it must be true, that there was a chap in his kayak who was swallowed by a whale. And he felt something slimy on the side. And there's this video of a whale surfacing with his mouth open, and then the kayak and the chap kind of disappeared. But I don't know if they actually went into the mouth or whether they capsized. And he's obviously very appreciative for his second chance at life. But the scientist said, well, to be fair, what happens is they only have a narrow opening. And actually, it just spat it out because it couldn't swallow him. So it wasn't any divine intervention after all. It was just his, you know, a bit like me, my mouth was too big for my belly. Anyway, whatever, there's an expression there. I'm sorry about your cluster headache. Well, I hope you managed to catch up on the rest of it. I can't remember what tour it was or anything. In fact, I don't even remember my own name. I think that perhaps having Ballycastle before a tour perhaps isn't the wisest thing. I mean, terrifying to be honest, but then I don't kayak either, so that would probably be terrifying on its own. Not got quite the arm movement and the balance and in the sea and whales. They must be out quite far, to be fair, as well. I don't think whales are like sailing along close to the beach, just opening their mouths. Jump in, Mr. Kayak! I thought, well, goodness gracious, that'll give you something else to worry about. It hasn't started yet, Michael. Let me double check. I'm saying that because, oh, it is 7:15. Sorry, I was waiting for Margaret to tell me off. It's actually, it's now. It's 7. See, Margaret's told me now, Mike. Lovely. Thank you. 7:15 p.m. here in Yorkshire. You know what that means? It's 7:15 across the whole of the UK because we don't have pesky time zones. So welcome. Happy Valentine's, everybody. I hope you're going to have a marvellous quiz. As I said to Heather, when talking about whether or not she was going to join, is that it's not about getting the questions right. It's just about having a wonderful time. To be fair, there's a jolly good reason for that, because some of the questions I do not expect you to know the answer. However, I'm looking on this also as kind of a learning experience. So hopefully you will all be able to recount all this excellent knowledge and impress your family and friends. So, moving on to the first round. What I would say as well, just to remind everybody, this is a tip-supported tour, so very much appreciate your contributions, and there should be a pinned post to my PayPal and Buy Me a Coffee. First question. When was the oldest Valentine sent? I will repeat the question. Where's Tina to ask me to repeat the question? When was the oldest Valentine sent? I'm seeing absolutely no answers, which is slightly... Right, okay, now they are. 1860, 1782, Roman times, 1587, 1493. 1867, 15th century, 1415, 1840, 400 AD. I mean, this is one that we know about, to be fair, so, you know, it could have been. So it's the oldest known one. 1864. Oh, Casey. Casey, I'm afraid, has to go to the naughty step because she is late. 1850s, C3, CE, C3PO. 1450-ish. Right, well, the answer is 1415. I think anybody who got 15th century is doing pretty well. Margaret, I think you got it on the nose. Dawna with 1450-ish. I mean, I think that's pretty good going. Now, it was sent by the Duke of Orleans, Charles, and he sent it to his wife following being captured at the Battle of Agincourt. Now, where did he send it from? He sent it from hell, said Rosie. Prison, says Robin. Prison, says Leslie. Paris, says Rosemary. France, says Dawna. Chat's been London, Paris, Calais, Agincourt Post Office. The Battle of Agincourt. Whatever castle he was confined in. France, England. I mean, I'll be honest, I'm looking for something a little bit more specific than entire country. Paris. He sent it by Every and it got left on the doorstep and a note through the letterbox. But that was in the next door neighbour's letterbox. So France. Well, I haven't seen anybody get the right answer yet. The answer is the Tower of London. I mean, how romantic. The first Valentine was sent from the Tower of London. Now, when he was discovered, and he was unwounded after the battle, he was trapped under what? So when the Duke of Orleans was discovered, he was unwounded, but he was trapped under what? His horse, a horse, his own problems, his horse. I like that. A horse, his horse, his horse, his horse. Some are just a horse, some are his horse. The weight of expectation. Oh, we're being very deep today. A horse, a horse. My kingdom for a horse. Rubble. A door from every delivery person. The weight of his problems. A horse. A horse, a wheel. A cloud of angst. A rock. Must have been a jolly big rock, Janie. A cloud of angst. I mean, we're being very meaningful, but nobody's quite got the right answer yet. I'm afraid well, I'm not afraid it wasn't a horse. Poor horse. No, because this is Valentine's, I thought I'd keep it really romantic. He was discovered trapped under a pile of corpses. It's pleasant, isn't it? Now, how old was Charles when he married his first wife, Isabella? Now, please remember, when I advertised the tour, I said you will probably go you will go ooh, and you will go ooh. Every is a delivery service, just like DPD, DHL, and the American one I've forgotten. 22, 18, 12, 17, 10. I really must get a darker backdrop. 9, 5, 1, 15, 5, minus 6. Not sure that's possible. 8, 18, 14, 12, 16, 10, 11, 12. Oh, goodness gracious, look at that. You went up the numbers. 10, 11 and 12 and 15. We missed out 13 and 14. Sorry, guys, you can keep it going with your psychic powers. Fetus. Yes, well, that's nice. 6 months. I mean, I'm saying married, not betrothed. It was not yet conceived. Married again, Rosie. Still married. So, well, the answer is he was 11. So he was born in No, he wasn't born. He was born in 1394 and he was married in 1406. She was a bit of a cougar because she was 16. So she married somebody 5 years younger than her. Now, very sadly, 3 years later, hello, Nat. 3 years. Oh, I didn't put gross on the reactions. Thank you, Linda. It's an ooh, not gross. So Isabella sadly died on the 13th of September, 1409. And she was just 19, so 3 years after she married. Why did she die? What I would say is the chat's been very sluggish. So I apologise for the pauses. The pauses are because in childbirth, VD, childbirth, heart attack, childbirth, he killed her. Oh, Janie, you've been lots of Nat's tours. Single cough, TB, childbirth. She wanted to. Childbirth, I'm not sure that works. On childbirth, Fever. Fever, Las Vegas. Sorry, heart attack, childbirth, a plague, because she was married to an 11-year-old. Childbirth flu, dental problems, childbirth. Decapitated, had enough of her childish husband. Sadly, she died in childbirth. Her daughter, thankfully, survived. So, Charles has lost his wife in 1409. So in 1410, he married his second wife, Bonne of Armagnac. How old was she? So bearing in mind at this age, he is now 16. He's a very mature young man. Cherry this quiz, Mike. I'll be honest, 12, 8, 12, 12, 15, 12, 9. Somebody said I don't want all that romance, so you're not getting it. 14, 13, 5, 14, 25, 21. 6, 17, 14. 40. Oh! They've gone for the upper age. 22. She was indeed 11. So when he was 11, he married a 16-year-old. When he was 16, he married an 11-year-old. Now, Bonne was born in 1399. And she died between 1430 to 35. So she was about between 31 to 36 years old. Now, did she live with her husband after his imprisonment? I'm loving the ooze, by the way. That's the reaction I was hoping for. So she was born in 1399. She died between 1430 and 35. Did she live with her husband after his imprisonment? No, says Robin. No, probably yes. No, she died, I think. No, no, yes. No, she was happy. No, no, yes. Not if she had any sense. Yes. No. I'm loving the romance coming from you guys. No, yes. No. Yes. Yes. No. Well, completely split, I think, you guys. You just can't make a decision on this one. What I would say is the answer is no, because he was not released until November 1440, when he was actually age 46. So if you think he was born in 1394, he was then put in prison at the age of 19, and he wasn't released until the age of 46. So, of course, she had died. So, do you think he married again? Wife number 3, anyone? Or did he go, do you know what, that's 2 wives gone. Let's just be a bachelor. What do we think? Margaret thinks yes. Of course, yes, he did, probably. Yes, 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 probably. Yes, of course he did. Yes, why not? Yes. Yes, probably. I mean, I'm not sure probably gets a point. I think you need to be a yes or a no, but, you know, I'm just saying. Of course, he married again. He's French, must have done. They tend to be romantic. Probably would have needed an heir. An heir? Definitely, Nat says. Of course he did. In fact, the year of his release, by the looks of it, he got married in 1440 to Marie of Cleves. She was a German princess. She was 14 when they married, and they had 3 children. However, although they married in 1440, the children were born in 1457, 1462 and 1464. So obviously, perhaps marital relations didn't start straight away. So they had 3 children, Marie, Louis and Anne. Now, why might you have heard of Louis? Louis. Hello, Sandra. Didn't see you there. The Sun King, Louis XIII. He became king. Huey, Dewey and Louis. Like it, Robin. Was he the nephew of Donald Duck? See? The French Revolution. Louis XII of France. He was their son, the 13th. Interesting. King! Louis X 111. 111, yes. They are nephews of Donald Duck, yes. DuckTales, woohoo! I'm not sure if that only played in the UK, but yes, it was all about Donald Duck's nephews. Good Lord. I thought that, but there was no indication of it, Dawna. The relation, I think it might just be. And the answer is he was King Louis XII, so the 12th of France. He was king from 1498 to 1515. So last question in this round. How old was Charles, our dear old Duke of Orleans, when he died? Sorry for the massive finger. I know, some of you were just wonking out, which I thought was quite impressive, but unfortunately nil point. 32, 36, 80, 70, 63, 48, 70. I love the ones who are giving ages that were before the last age I told you. 28, 77. I mean, I said the age he was when he married his 3rd wife. So 70, 77, 99, 65, 703. There was a very good clue as well when I gave you the age, the year of Anne, the 3rd child's birth. He was in his late 50s. I love the way you say that, Fran. It's with conviction. It's wrong, but it came across well. When he was 64, 110, 64. Oh, 2 64s. Goodness gracious. It's almost as if you aren't listening. I know, Mike. I know. There's me saying you're going to learn so much from this tour, and apparently not. Please make notes next time, Michael. Now, if I give you a hint, for example, I said that he married again, his 3rd wife, when he was 46. So anybody that said under 46 obviously can't be right. Now, if we'd made a note that he was born in 1394, his 3rd child was born in 1464. and he was actually 70 years old. He died on the 5th of June, or is that January? I can't read my own writing. I think it's January, 5th of January, 1465. Now, his wife, Marie of Cleves, she died 22 years later when she was 60. So she had a nice, longer life. I believe she may have actually, it did read somewhere, but I couldn't find anything else to validate it, that she married one of the men from her bedchamber, but it was too much to look into. Too much math. I know, Linda. I know it's a lot of maths going on here, my calculations, but anyway, it was 70. So we're now moving on to love in films and books. So this should be perhaps less difficult, shall we say. Leslie only got 2 out of 10 right. Well, I'm amazed. I didn't think anybody would get any right, because I can honestly say, if you would ask me any one of those questions, I would not have known any of the answers. And if I'm honest with you, if you ask me those questions tomorrow, I would probably get less than half of them right. And I wrote them. I'm good like that. Who starred as Romeo in the adaptation of Romeo and Juliet in 1996? Sarah got 1. Well done. That's learning so much. Leo DiCaprio. Oh, I didn't even notice it was Leo DiCaprio. Oh, we've got Leo, Leonardo, Leo DiCaprio, Leonardo DiCaprio. Is it Leo DiCaprio? Oh, I say, there's lots of spellings coming here. Leonardo DiCaprio. Yes, I won't read yours out, Mike, but very good. I like it. I'm not sure I'll be able to see it in the same way ever again. Leonardo D. Leonardo. Well, I'm looking at my spelling, actually, and I'm starting to think, did I write it? It is indeed, of course, Leonardo DiCaprio. I've written D-I and then space C-A-P-R-I-O. Where is Juliet's balcony? Verona. Verona in Italy. Verona on her house. Aha, very good, Leslie, very good. She's on fire. Above her bedroom, on her bedroom. On the 2nd floor, 1st floor in the UK. Oh, we have Tina in the house. Verona, Italy. Verona. I will tell you, I have seen it. Outside her window in Verona. Well, of course, it's all a tourist nonsense, but you know, you have to go and see it. Have been to see it when I was on a tour with my mama and her husband. It is indeed Verona, Italy. Now, what part of Juliet's statue should you touch to bring luck in love? What part of Juliet's statue should you touch to bring luck in love? Oops. Rosemary's saying pass. Her hand, her heart. Her heart, her heart. Her toe. Her breast, her toe. but heart too. Her breast. Thought you said tattoo, but heart. What? Nose. Her bottom. Her heart. Her heart. Her big toe. Emma's saying she didn't have much luck. I'll give it a miss. That is a jolly, jolly good point. She had terrible luck. The worst luck. Why are we thinking we can get any luck from Juliet? She'd be the worst person to take romantic advice from. Goodness gracious. Well, I'm loving the spelling. Thank you, Rosie. It's actually her right breast. Now, in 2014, the 40-year-old statue was replaced with a €15,000 copy. And that was because it was damaged. The hole in her breast is believed to be from the sweat of people's hands. I'll be honest, I touched her boob. I mean, I wasn't lucky in love, so it's all a sham and I want my money back. But part of my breast, not part of my breast, part of my sweat is what I meant to say, has mixed up with everybody else's sweat and rotted the breast. Isn't that sweet? Isn't that lovely? Isn't it just romantic? The left one just doesn't like to be touched. There's nothing else in it. It's just the right. I know, isn't it gorgeous? Oh, I say. Who wrote Pride and Prejudice? Jane Austen. Do you know who we don't have? We don't have Tish and her answering the question before everybody else. Jane Austen, Jane Austen. A vomit emoji. Jane Austen, Jane Austen, Jane Austen. Hopefully you're not doubting yourself anymore. Jane Austen, Jane. Oh, Catherine's just pals. She's like, oh, my friend, Jane. And Leslie's just going, that Austen woman. This one is too easy. Still refusing to touch Bull's jewels on Wall Street. Oh, how lovely. Trista's husband says, even I know that. I have to be nice sometimes, Mr. Trista. Can't make them all hard. I think everybody's doing very well. Kathy's got questionable spelling, but it's still, you know, acceptable. Some people being very informal. I'm not sure that Austen woman gives her the respect. Daniel still a very prolific author, but not quite the one that I was looking for. It is, of course, Jane Austen. Now, who starred as Mr. Darcy in the 1995 version of the film? Might have some more Ballycastle while you... Was it any good? Oh, you've got to watch it. If you haven't watched it, it's a rite of passage. Linda thought something and made herself shut up. You can tell Casey's very excited about this one. Colin Firth, 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 and the country fourth to the first to the fourth to the third. No, not Colin. It doesn't hold on. The question is, can't stay on my way from dental appointment to doctor appointment. Want to stop in and wish everyone a happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, Laurie. Colin Firth, Colin Firth. I've got a secret. It's not really much. Not Hugh Grant. Quite right, Linda. When everybody else is saying Colin Firth, I think that might be the giveaway you wanted. Because I've had some people disappointed that they can't join tonight because they have other plans. I am pleased to say hello, Cynthia. That wasn't what I was about to say, but anyway, I just noticed Cynthia's online. And I will be repeating the quiz on Sunday. at 8 o'clock UK time. For those of you who have joined tonight, you can come along again if you would like and see if you actually get any more questions right. Matthew McFadden, no, sadly not. It is the legend that is Colin Firth, the iconic walking out of the lake, large pond, I think sent a few women into a frenzy, probably a few men as well, to be fair. Not my cup of tea, Mr. Firth, but he's rather popular. Finish this quote. I'm looking forward to some of your answers. It is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a what? Trista, I'm very appreciative that you planned your day around this quiz. That's the level of commitment that I think every Voyager should give. I will repeat this. Finish the quote. It is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a Ferrari, a horse, a guitar, a wife, a bar of chocolate, a reality check. Well, Laurie, you see, that's the thing. You can just join me on Sunday as well. A woman, a suitable wife, a horse. My kingdom for a horse! A bank account, absolutely a dog. Miss Bennett. A golden retriever, a bunch of cats, a harem. You see, I only write there to see what the answers that you would come up with. A magnum of champagne. I mean, I'll be honest. I'm liking the answer of does the truth universally acknowledge that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a cat? But the answer is, unfortunately, a wife. Who was the female lead in the 2018 film A Star is Born? So who was the female lead in the 2018 film A Star is Born? Oh, Dawn fell asleep. Well, Dawn, you also may be pleased to hear that I will be repeating on Sunday. Lady Gaga, me, Lady Gaga, Streisand. I am indeed. He is responsible for responding by walking across my keyboard and causing havoc. Well, good. Good boy. Judy Garland, not Geru. Ricky Martin. Trista's husband has no idea, and neither do I. You must watch it. Lady Gaga, prepare to weep. Stephanie Germanotto, very good, Michael, very good indeed. You may take a point. The answer is indeed Lady Gaga. And who was the male lead? The male lead opposite Lady Gaga. Of course, Trista and her husband won't know this either, probably. So you might want to copy it at this point, Trista. Bradley Cooper, Bradley Walsh, Bradley Cooper. I've seen Bradley Walsh in real life. I'm down at Maidstone TV studios when he did Blankety Blank. Bradley of the Cooper. Catherine's on first name terms, says Brad. Linda's never seen it. Well, there you are. Something to watch. Not maybe a Valentine's Day special. I was watching it on the flight from Thailand, and I was watching it when we had told after 5 hours that India had closed their airspace. We had not enough fuel to divert, so we had to go back. Such fun. So I watched it courtesy of Thai Airlines or something. The answer is Bradley Cooper. He also, fun fact, produced and directed it. Who is the female lead in 50 First Dates? The female lead in the film 50 First Dates. Rosie, you're very quick off the mark tonight. Drew Barrymore, pass, no idea. Drew Barrymore, je ne sais pas. Drew Barrymore, no idea. Drew Barrymore, Drew, Barney McGrew. Drew, Samuel Jackson. Yeah, Rosie is the new Tish. Robin, thankfully, my next question isn't what the male lead is. Don't forget my single rule. Speedy fingers, very. I mean, that's probably not how you're typing. Rosie probably has a faster internet connection than any of us. Tish has passed on the fast internet connection. A movie that Trista's never heard of. Now, that is a good movie. You need to watch that one. That's just a good old rom-com. 50 First Dates. And in 50 First Dates, what has she lost? And Rosie's never seen it. Her memory, says Rosie. Tish always knew the answer before it asked the question. Yes, memory, memoir. Memory, her marbles. Thank you, Janie. That's the answer that popped into my head as soon as I asked it. Marbles. Memory, marbles. Wallet. No, sorry, 50 space, FIRST space, dates. Whatever it was she had the plot. Where is Tish? I know, we need to demand Tish turns up to these quizzes. Memory. The plot. Her love. I've forgotten what a trigger is. I've seen that Tina said Susan. What did Susan say? Oh, this is the problem when the chat goes, you all thought I said 51st. No, definitely not. Good Lord. No, well, that's because of everything going on. There will be no 51st date, but there are 50 first dates. Anyway. Oh, I haven't given you the answer, but it was memory. Now, before I forget, because I'll be really annoyed if I forgot, because I had to get up a step to get what I wanted. Now, everybody who saw the thumbnail on my YouTube may be wondering where the thumbnail on my YouTube came from. See? Do you see? I would like to pretend that somebody bought me this. If it was somebody bought it for me, it would have been my sister. If it wasn't anybody who bought it for me, it would have been me. Good possibility I bought it for myself. This I've had for many, many years. But as you can also see, just the attention to detail. There's a heart on its nose. No, it's not Bagpuss. It's actually good old Tesco. Tesco. Hello, look. Oh, and we've got a little heart here, we've got a little heart here, and we've got a little heart there, and then we've got a little heart there. I mean, so many hearts, because I'm not sure that my peaches... Oh, hello. I was just saying I'm not sure that you were about. Come on then, are you going to say hello? Come on. Oh, get here. Oh, for goodness sake. Well, she did come in and now she's gone, so whatever. It's cute. What's its name? I call it Disco. Disco. I'm afraid it doesn't have a name. I have so many cuddly toys that I've had for years. I can't possibly remember. Right, moving on. Goodness gracious me. True or false? True or false? Now, the only concern I have about the whole true and false stuff is that you'll probably forget which one is true and which one is false, and then you'll be telling everybody stuff that I made up completely and isn't real. Peachy, come here. Come on. She's ignoring me and I'm letting all the cold air in. So we're going to go to true or false, the Valentine's version. About 500 million Valentine's Day cards are sent around the world. Is it true or is it false? Oh, she's so annoying. Come in or not come in. Don't scratch at the door. About 500 million Valentine's Day cards are sent around the world. We have trues, we have falses. At the moment it seems to be a mix of true, false, false, true. People talking about white chocolate. False, it's 30 million. Why would people send them around the world? Oh, very, very good, Michael. Very good. Are you going to go in your bed now? Please don't dig your claws in. No, now you're going to go out because I have the indignity of picking you up. You were going to go in your bed. Goodness gracious. So, it is false. There are not about 500 million Valentine's Day cards sent around the world. It's approximately 1 billion. And not one of them went to me. But I'm not bitter. Susan, I think it would cover everything. I love the fact that after I've given the answer, Dawn has said false. Yes, you're quite right, it is false. Question 2. Since Valentine's Day is officially recognised... Start again. St. Valentine's Day was officially recognised by Royal Charter by Henry VIII in 1537. True or false? I've got a hair up my nose and it's not one of my own. So many of us didn't get Valentine's and there were billions then, and I don't know where they went if they didn't come to me and they didn't come to you. False, 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 false. False, true, false, 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 true, true, false. I would say the majority of false, falsies, falsy-teethies, lots of falsies. So, was your husband says false? You're false, Mr. Husband. Well, Mr. Husband, I'm afraid you are incorrect. Henry VIII in 1537 officially recognised Valentine's Day by Royal Charter. The answer to that one is true. I mean, let's face it, got married so many times, you'd think. Sorry, just taking bits of peachy out my mouth. Question 3. Cupid is the Greek god of love. Oh, more hugs. Cake hugs. Linda used to come home with oodles of Valentine's Day from school. Well, yes. Makes me think of round one. Well, it was romantic until he got bored of them, and then he chopped off their heads. We're saying true, we're saying true, we're saying false, we're saying false. False, false. Don't forget, only give the answer that I'm requesting at the time. Please, no additional information. Nat hates this quiz. Eros. Eros? False. 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 It is indeed false. Cupid is the Roman god of love. Eros is the Greek god of love. Peachy is the Greek god of cat. Possibly. Question 4. An alleged aphrodisiac is called a sweaty cake. That's twice I've referred to sweat tonight. I should hope you are joking, Natalie. So an alleged aphrodisiac is called a sweaty cake. False, true, false, yuck. False, true, true, false, I hope. I'll post you a sweaty cake. Ooh, sweaty cake. False, I hope. False, true, true, false, false. Would you have icing on a sweaty cake? No sweat is good sweat. True. Well, the answer actually is true. Question 5. It's made from human hair, glandular excretions, skin and blood. True or false? It's made from human hair, glandular excretions, skin and blood. Blood. True, surely false, otherwise I quit. What do you quit being? True, false, false, true, true. Again, ooh, gross. False, false, I still want to know what Rosie's quitting. That would definitely work for Mike, so true. Trista hopes it's false. Dawn's saying false. Sarah's saying true. Fran's going yuck. I hope it's false. Hope it's false. Bronnie thinks it's true and she's ordered one from Amazon. False from Claire. The ones that said it was false, you're wrong, it's true. And I'm never eating one. Question 6. In the Middle Ages on Valentine's Day, cat fur was laid under the pillow to bring true love. Rosie, unfortunately, you are not allowed to quit quizzes or eating. So in the Middle Ages on Valentine's Day, cat fur was laid under the pillow to bring true love. Wouldn't be great if you were allergic to cats, would you? Would it? Sandra says true. False, true, false, 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 true, 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 false, true, false, true, true, False, 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 true. False, true. I think fairly split on this one. False. Cats are love. They are. The cat's okay. Well, it's only cat fur. I mean, if you have cats, I'm sure Luna sheds. I know Cato, quite frankly, his fur would probably go under quite a few pillows where he leaves it all over the place. Cat fur, not camphor. Cat fur. You know, stuff that's currently in my mouth and up my nose and on my lips. Rub that under my pillow. No, completely false. I made it up. I mean, quite frankly, if it was true, I would have more true love than anybody in the universe. In China, it is tradition to send Valentine's Day cards made of rice paper. True or false? Yeah, Leslie misheard. She misheard. She leaves it in all her boxes. In China, it is tradition to send Valentine's Day cards made of rice paper. And Ronnie put castor oil under her pillow. That would be strange. False, false, true, true, true. Make it a bit sticky. True, 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 false. False, true, true, false, false. True, false, true. True. Hello, Nancy. Have I missed you? Because I think Casey said hello to you, and I don't know how she saw you, but obviously you're there because you've just answered and you've said true. Sarah said true. And I can tell you that Trista says false. You can eat them if they're rice paper. Yes, I mean, there you are. Food, if food be the... whatever. If food be the thingy of love, eat on. I'm very confused now. But anyway, it's completely made up, sorry. Soz. I mean, a great idea, I think, actually. More sustainable. And you could eat it. Have your card and eat it. Question 8. Julius Caesar claimed to be a descendant of the goddess Venus. True or false? Emma's got a heated real dog fur blanket. Oh, that's strange. Did you make it? I mean, no, let's not go there. Let's not. Let's just not. Julius Caesar claimed to be a descendant of the goddess Visa. Visa? Who? The goddess Visa? Good Lord, that's a payment card. Venus. I do apologise. False. True. True. I'm your Venus. I'm your razor. Sorry if you haven't seen that. True, false, 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 true, false, false, true, false, false. Oh, again, a bit of a mix. Forgot what question I asked. New comments. The goddess MasterCard. Yeah, I shouldn't just, you know, shouldn't just focus on Visa. Let's share the love with MasterCard. True, true, true. Bunny McGraw. And the answer is indeed true. Julius Caesar did indeed claim to be and believe he was a descendant of the goddess Venus. Ah, the fur is still attached to the dog, so it gets up and moves sometimes, but it's really snuggly at other times. I feel far more comfortable that you're talking about a real dog than you are a heated real dog hair blanket, which I actually took to be serious and, yes, quite disturbing. Lovely. It's just a real dog. That's fabulous. Right, question 9. A Finnish company has made perfume from employees' sweat. So that's take 3 for the mention of sweat in one quiz. Da, 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 da. Happy Valentine's. A Finnish company has made perfume from employees' sweat. What? Leslie is saying false. Ashford is false. Robin is true. Was I sweating when I wrote the quiz? No, wait, true. Ick. True, true. Again, ooh. Oh, I'm loving the people I have grossed out. True. Rosemary hopes it's false. False, true, true. Ooh, please say it's false. Eau de toilette. Oh, I like that. So gross. False, false, true, false. The joy is that gross Robin. How rude. I didn't think she was gross. How could you say such a thing, Linda? The good thing is that reality can be grimmer than anybody's imagination, and I'm afraid to say it's actually true. It doesn't surprise me in a sense, because if you think about pheromones and whatnot, oh, Wendy, do you spray it and it disappears into thin air? Oh, so very good, so very good. I would not want a perfume from anybody else's sweat. But then I don't really wear perfume because I like to honk. No, I just don't tend to wear perfume. So yes, the number 14, so Laurie, sorry, let's move on to the last question of this round. The number 14 is linked to promiscuity. Eau de skunk. See? You are declaring your love for each other. That is what I wanted to hear. It's David's joke. True, false, false. True. False. Jamie has no idea. No idea at all. False, false. Please repeat. Oh, the number 14 is linked to promiscuity. I've asked the question 3 times now. If you stop nattering between yourselves. Miss the question. So many. 3. Question 10. The number 14 is linked to promiscuity. True or false? 14 a week would be promiscuity. Yes, indeed. Now I'm thinking of the ham. Prosciutto. Oh, I can't pronounce that either. But anyway. Has everybody had chance? Right. I've no idea who that is now. Not an idea. Not a clue is the word I'm looking for. True, false, false. Linda's isn't repeatable. False, false. Probably true, but saying false. I love that. You think it might be true, but you're saying the opposite. It's outrageous. It's the number 14. False. Ah, a footballer in the Netherlands. Splendid. I'm afraid my knowledge of Netherlands football teams is fairly poor. When I say poor, I mean non-existent. And it is indeed false. I'll be honest, Emma, I can't remember what the question was about 30 seconds after I've asked it, so knowing what the answer was. So anyway, hopefully you did better on that round. Well, I don't hope that you did that well, but that's the true or false round. So now we go on to the music round. Music. Now, some of you aren't going to get this answer because I know you haven't actually seen the film. I apologise, but I've written it already. Question 1, what was the main song from A Star Is Born? And I love it. Leslie got 5 out of 10. Well done. See? You've advanced. What was the main song in the film A Star Is Born? Sarah got 3. Rosie, that's a bit of insult. I thought I was quite a deep person. Fran's also calling me shallow. How outrageous. Shallow. Evergreen. D shallow. Rosemary can't remember. Shallow. Swallow. Rosie's gone off the deep end. Shallow. Latest one is Shallow. The Streisand one was Evergreen. Who's answering these questions, Casey? Susan can't remember. Squeeze Me, Please Me. Ronnie doesn't know, but I think she's going with the majority and saying Shallow. Not seen it. So to be clear, it is from the film we were talking about earlier, which had Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. And the answer is Shallow. And oh, I love it so. Question 2, what was the main song from Titanic? Another cheery love song for you all. I've got Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star going around my head. Thank you so much, guys. Leslie has no idea. Not one sausage of an idea. My heart will go on. Mike's farts will go on. Which I do not doubt. We're going down. We're going down. I'm yelling timber. My heart will go on. I'm a little bit worried next time I actually hear My Heart Will Go On. I can hear Mike singing My Farts Will Go On. And on. And on. You are, of course, in the majority of you. I'm yelling timber is indeed My Heart Will Go On. Should have been Under the Sea from Little Mermaid, though. This is the captain of your ship. I'm yelling timber. Sorry. It's right. Anyway, what year was the film? What year was the film? Linda watches superheroes and action flicks. She's at a total loss. I cannot believe you haven't seen Titanic. Linda, you need to binge watch some of these films. What year was the film? Rosie, mistress of the first answer, is saying 1997. So is Emma. Leslie's going for 1995. Tina's going for 93. Ashfrith's going for 97, as is Margaret, as is Fran. Sandra's going for 96, as is Janie. 97. Donna, 96, 97, 97. Rosemary hasn't seen it, so she has no clue. Lots of 1997s. 97. Of course, 1997 is when I moved to Ghent. Oh, Linda watched Titanic, but she'd rather watch Thor. I quite liked Thor, so I can't disagree. 1922, says Mike. Emma's reminding us that it sank in 1912. What year was the film? It was 1997. And an easy one for you guys. What nationality is Celine Dion? My heart will go on and on. A bit like this quiz. Oh, Rosie. Oh, Rosie. Oh, Rosie, I need a little bit more detail. French, Swiss, Canadian. Might be a little bit stretchy poo-poos. I've got one Swiss Canadian, French Canadian, Swiss, Quebecers from Canada, Canadian. This blanket makes it hard to type. Don't blame the dog. Do not blame the dog. Montreal. So what nationality? Now I want a little bit more detail than what some of you have put on. So a little bit stretchy Canadian or Swiss if it's the Eurovision Song Contest. Very interesting. Yes, well, the nationality, like what is proper like. Sarah Painter is saying French Canadian / Canadian. I don't know why the / there. Why have you got a / there? Ah, Casey's written it without the /. See, she hasn't got a /. Canadian Montreal. Montreal, French Canadian. French Canadian, French Canadian. Well, that's basically what I wanted, French Canadian, because it's what I've written down, quite frankly. But apparently if she's in Eurovision, she's Swish. Swish? Swish? She's Swish. Who? Question 5. Who sang "You Are the First, the Last, My Everything"? The first, the last, my everything. Sorry, I must stop wibbling about. I mean, it can't be singing that badly. Peach is sleeping throughout. You are my the bone. I'm sure my rendition has helped. Barry White, Barry White, Barry. Oh, there was a sheep. One of the sculptures was called Barry. Garoo, Barry White, Barry White, Barry White, the real thing. Is that a song? Well, not the way I'm singing it, no, but I can quite honestly, yes, say, "You are the first, the last, my everything." Barry Blight. You are the first, the last, my everything. Google it. It'll sound completely different when it hasn't come out of my mouth. It is, of course, Mr. Barry White. Huzzah! What year now? I'm nice, and I was nice while I was writing the quiz. Oh, Emma sang it and her blanket ran off. Well, I was being nice, and I've written in what year / decade, which is interesting, that I was being that nice. So, yeah, if I was that nice then I guess I should be that nice now. So, what year was it? The 80s? I mean, try for the year. I'm not saying I want a decade. I'm saying make a year. If you hit the right decade, you'll get a point. So I want the year. I want a year. Give me a year, and give me a year now. 1978. Robin appears to be the only one to have given a year. 74, 70s, 10s, 80s, 70s. Right, you're all misbehaving. 1975. That's it. I want a year. If you get the wrong year, but you're in the right decade, you'll get a right point. But just guessing the decade is not acceptable. I am not that nice person from when I wrote the quiz. 1979, 82, 81, 84, 79, 76, 77, 80, 79, 82. Gosh, lots and lots of different years going on here. 1981, 1980. I think we might have nearly hit every year between 75 and 85. Oh, and before. 1956, Sue's going down. 1975, 1972. And I'm going to let you know that, as I said, the year itself was 1974. You could have perhaps half a point if you got the decade, which would have been the 1970s. Anybody who wrote a year in the 1980s, or indeed anything that wasn't 1974 or the 1970s, then I'm afraid you get nil point. What memorable song did Nat King Cole sing? Question 7. What memorable song did Nat King Cole sing? Oh, oh, Janie. The only good thing is I now have that song as an earworm rather than My Farts Will Go On. Mona Lisa, Moon Tuva, Multiple, Leslie Doesn't Care, Unforgettable, Unforgettable. Leslie, why do you not care? Rosemary's Not Old Enough, Mona Lisa, Unforgettable, Unforgettable. That's what I am. Thank you very much. Moon River, Unforgettable. She can't remember the song. Very good. Very good, Janie. Unforgettable. Unforgettable. When I Fall in Love. We've Forgotten. Unforgettable Milk Chocolate Bar. Unforgettable. Unforgettable. Makes me think of vegetable now when I'm looking at unforgettable. Vegetable. It is indeed unforgettable. Leslie, do you care now? Oh, you don't like his singing? Oh, I'm sorry about that. You're not going to like the next question then, Leslie. What was the name of his daughter, who's a singer, songwriter and actress? So what was the name of Nat King Cole's daughter, who's a singer, a songwriter and an actress? Unforgettable, that's what you want. Natalie Cole. Natalie Cole. Natalie is Cole. Natalie Cole. Natalie Cole. Natalie. Just sounds like I'm talking to Nat, doesn't it? Natalie. Natalie Cole. Now, interestingly enough, so Nat King Cole, his first name was actually Nathaniel, and his daughter's name was indeed Natalie. Penultimate question. Who sang Set Fire to the Rain? Bit of a belter, that song. Probably best not try singing it myself. Rosie again, first off. Adele. Fran says Adele. Linda goes question mark, question mark, question mark. So many question marks. Adele. No idea, says Donna. Set fire to the rain. Good Lord, won't try attempting it. Never heard of it, says Dawn. Adele, no idea. Oh, Google that one. Mike's a really massive fan of Adele. Sarah's got no idea. It is indeed, of course, Adele. Very much a belter, I say, a belter of a song. And last question of the final round of the quiz. Released in 2011, what was the name of the album which had set fire to the rain on it? Clearly, Linda's only been listening to books for the last 10 years or so. I would say audio books rather than actually books having conversations. Although knowing actually her love of Harry Potter, maybe she has magical books and they do indeed talk to each other. I like the fact you're admitting to copying. Rosie's saying 21, Sandra's saying 19, Leslie's saying 19. Donna's still got no clue. Catherine's saying 1921, don't know. 2011, not my year, so I passed. 21 stone, 19. Janie doesn't know. 21, my age, obviously. Frances, 21. Linda, still listening to her books. Now, what's strange is that I could have sworn, I think this is jumping around because I've got Fran again, and you'd already answered. I'm quite sure. Maybe not. Nat's saying 40. She's also saying 50. Sarah's guessing 21. Now, it is indeed 21. The amusing thing is she was born on the 5th of May 1988, so she was actually 22 when it was released. And there you have it. There you go. That is the end of our quiz. Thank you so much to those of you who have sent me a little something either via PayPal or Buy Me a Coffee. My preferred is PayPal because Buy Me a Coffee are an absolute nightmare to deal with. I'm still waiting. It's been about 2 months now trying to get an answer from them. Emma's not a big Adele fan. She knows the song but never got the album. She's the same age as Rosie. I did work out. I was born in 1966. That makes you 25. And they're about 36. .5 out of 40 must do better. Janie, it's been lovely to see you again. Thank you, Emma. Love you lots too. Thanks, Donna. For those of you, you will pepper me a little something. Adele can't sing. Well, she can. She can sing better than me. What I would say is, thanks for the flowers and the hugs. What I would say is, what would I say? Oh, yes. What I would say is I am repeating 20 out of 40, Sarah. Emma's got 278. Ah, Sue still hasn't got the TV. Good Lord, sorted. What I would say is, I'll tell you what, if I say that once more, I'm going to slap myself. I will be repeating the quiz on Sunday because some people, obviously, I usually do the tour on a Sunday and because it's Friday, Valentine's, I will be repeating it on a Sunday. I'm very pleased the dog blanket was actually a dog. Thank you, Leslie, as well. Good reminder. Thank you for liking and tipping. Although I'm not sure that sentence came out the way you wanted it to, Leslie. Funnily enough, I can tell what you mean. Thank you ever so much. So, yeah, if you think you can do any better on Sunday, I'll see you then. If not, enjoy the rest of your Valentine's Day evening. And I'm going to have to boot Peachy out of her bed because I don't trust her in here while I'm not in here. She'll probably send some emails or do something really dodgy. Lots of love. You are all very loved. Take care. Bye.